Hi everyone, welcome back to Vibrationss. This is Yiyi, your favorite drag queen's least favorite drag queen, backed. I'm backed with another episode of Vibrationss. That's right, backed. And I'm backed with this line biker back. Yeah, that's me. Okay, anyways, here we go. It's another episode of your favorite show. It's barely a show, let's be honest. It's like 10 minutes long, but whatever. That's all I have time for. And if you do comment, or if you do subscribe, I'll have more time for it. I swear. Just subscribe, hit the notification button, all that shit. And I promise you, I will be here more often if you want me to. If not, that's also okay because I really don't want to be here. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm so happy to be back. This is another episode of Vibrationss. More questions, more shenanigans, more drama, and more advice for all the anonymous people that like to post their problems on the internet. I don't know why, but they do. And you know what? I'm not complaining because I like the drama, I like the messiness. So let's get into it. But before that, I want to tell you that my new single, Exorcismo, that is right, Exorcismo is in Spanish. My new Spanish single, my first Spanish single. And I'm so excited about it. I hope you guys go listen to it. It's so beautiful, dark, gothic, and so, so right now. Right now it's Halloween season, spooky, scary, all of that. But I'm so proud of it. I produced it, I wrote it, I composed it myself, and I'm so proud of it. So hope you guys take a listen and yeah, let me know what you think of it. So all right, so before we get started, no, let's just go right into it. This first question is from the gay relationships Reddit, because the gays have a lot of issues with their relationships. That's just if they can call it relationships. Honestly, it's a mess. Gay dating scene is a mess. So let's get into it. About a week ago, this is from Starlit Night 7. Here we go. About a week ago, I met this guy that I've been wanting to meet for a while. We met at a bar and had an amazing night. He acted super interested in me, and he actually made the first move. He made the first move. All night long, he was saying these things to me that made me think that he was extremely interested in me, like saying he wanted to see me the next day and throughout the next week, and just complimenting me left and right. It already sounds bad. If you guys have any experience with guys like this, you already know that it already sounds bad, right? I usually do not catch feelings easily for anybody, let alone on the first night. Yeah, that's a lie. We're trying to be honest here. Come on, let's be honest. We know you're messy. We know that we let's just be honest. If you catch feelings, that's just who you are, right? But I don't believe that you don't catch feelings a lot. So that's just my feelings of your feelings. Anyways, I usually do not catch feelings easily for anybody, let alone on the first night. But I did with him for some reason. We didn't meet up the next day, of course, because he waited until the next night to text me back. Every time I texted him back, he would take hours to respond and kept avoiding texts that I sent him about meeting up again. I personally have become better about not expecting people to text me right away because I don't text people right away. But I will say that if you're interested in someone, I think, like in a romantic sense, I would respond faster than I would to someone else, just because I'm trying to give them the impression, or I'm trying to let them know that I like them, right? So to me, this person is already giving you signs that they're not that into you. But let's finish this. So about meeting up again. So okay. So it eventually faded into nothing, and he ghosted me. I just don't understand why people do this and why people act so interested in you when they're just gonna go and do that. So yeah, that's called love bombing, and someone who's not interested in a monogamous relationship or a long-term relationship or something serious. They're just playing with you. The first sign to me was that you met him at a bar. You don't meet people at bars for anything more than that, more than a hookup or a text or a night out. That's it. Bars are not a good idea. And I get that the gay dating scene is hard to find gay people outside of bars, of gay bars, because we always have to question about, oh, is he gay? Is he not? Like, we always have that question. We don't right away have an entry into to approach somebody that we like. So I get that, but still, it's still not a good idea to search for a relationship at a bar. If it happens, I think it's rare for it to happen, but it does happen. But still, like, I wouldn't intentionally go to the bar looking for someone. That's the first red flag that you missed. And yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right away that that's just how a lot of people are. They're not looking for something serious. If you're saying that you don't understand why people do this. I mean, you do it. I'm sure you do it to some people as well. Like somebody who's maybe your friend or somebody that you don't really get along that well with, or that annoying friend that you have. You don't really you kind of like spend some time with them, maybe text them here and there, but that's it. You don't prioritize them. And that's because you don't value their friendship or their relationship that you have with them. And that's the same thing that this man is doing to you or did to you. And that's what you have to understand, that you're just not that important and in their lives. And they did lie to you. They did lead you on. And yeah, I mean, I'm, I mean, it's unfortunate, obviously, and I would love for things to be different, but that's the reality we live in today. If somebody's love bombing you, telling you all these beautiful things, that's a red flag. That should like, that should like set off alarms to just take it slower and not fall for that person and really not fall for that person. You need to, when that happens, you need to take a step back and really evaluate the signs that you're giving and the signs that they're giving, and really ask them questions right then and there. Like, are you serious? Or, just deeper questions so that way you know exactly where they're coming from. But yeah, that is my breakdown relationship advice for this. If people listen to the red flags, they're there. It's not cute. Like, it might seem cute because they're like love bombing you and it feels good, but that's a red flag. Okay. By the way, give this video a like if you like my outfit. I wanted to dress a little bit more like a whore. Actually, no, that was not my goal, but it just ended up being like that. Like, I don't know. It's just, my default, I guess. It's not really honestly, I don't really like to look like a hoe. I know that a lot of drag queens like to look like hoes, like to show a lot of skin. That's not really me all the time. I think sometimes it just happens by accident. I'm an accidental hooker, but that's what I'm giving today, even though it's a little goth baddie, like a gothic baddie. That's what I'm going for. So, anyways, let's continue with this is kind of a long one, and this is from Human Wannabe 024. Is being unemployed a turnoff? That's the title. I'm posting this on several communities for advice. Okay, if you're posting your problems on many communities for advice, you really need to get your shit together. If you don't know how to solve your own issue, if you need that much, advice, I feel like there's something going on there that you should seek probably expert help. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. Okay. For context, I, 22, male, graduated college last June and been struggling to find a job since February. I've been looking for one and started seriously searching since May. Why am I reading this like I'm dyslexic? Like, what the hell? I think it's the person because they wrote it weird, I think. But let me try to read this. In the meantime, I live with my parents, and I fear that my economic situation is hindering my dating life. When my ex, 26 male, broke up with me, One of the reasons he claimed was that because he had a job and I was still a student, I didn't have any money, so he had to pay for most of the things. Keep in mind, I tried to minimize our spending, and he knew since day one that I didn't have a job and still decided to pursue me for 6 months. Okay, so he needs that. He needs that. If he knew that you were broke and then now it's a problem, he needs that. My friends tell me that my ex knew what he was getting into and he just got me hurt. But I argue that I understand his position of not wanting to spend money with a partner that doesn't have any. This breakup was in February of this year. You're still defending this man? Are you serious? No. I think you need that too. Because why are you defending this person? Anyways, fast forward to today, and I haven't dared to download Tinder or Grinder. Oh, okay. Those are your like go to. I don't know. That's a good thing that you haven't downloaded Grinder or Tinder. Okay, so don't feel bad about that, because I feel nobody would want to be with me because I'm jobless. First of all, it's not that hard to find a job, baby. Like, can I tell you, you can go to an establishment, you know, be it uh, Walmart, be it a restaurant, be it a, you know, secondhand store, be it uh, a jewelry store, whatever. Like, you can find a job. I'm sure you can find a job. I don't know if it's a job that you would love, but you can find one, and then you won't be jobless. Doesn't mean that you're gonna be like making bank, but at least you can find one that will provide some kind of income. But maybe you don't want to do that because, I don't know about your generation, but it looks like a lot of your generation is lazy, and that's coming across. So, just saying. What? Where did I leave off? I haven't dared to download Tinder or Grinder because I feel nobody would want to be with me because I'm jobless. There's also a gay guy I met on a party, at a party, I would say, that I want to ask out on a date, but I have no money to do so. Again, get a job. You're maybe going to be making minimum wage, but you know what? It's something right now. And then you'll have money, okay? I don't know. I just feel frustrated and fear that being jobless means I'll have to stay single. It doesn't. And being single for the moment isn't an issue in itself. I've enjoyed it. However, I also want to try and date. But when I think of that, I just stop myself because I'm jobless. So that's not so that's the question. Is being jobless that big of a turnoff? Is there any possibility for dating while unemployed? I need advice. Being jobless is not a turnoff. Your attitude towards being jobless is a turnoff. The fact that you define yourself by your job, or that you see yourself not worthy because of a job, that's concerning, and that's what is a turnoff. Also, the fact that you don't even want to get like a minimum wage paying job just so you won't be jobless, that's a turnoff. Like, just get a job, regular job, and then you can work yourself from there and find. You need a starting point. That's what I'm trying to say. You need a starting point where you can at least start from somewhere where, you have income. Doesn't mean you have to stay there, but just something so you won't feel that insecure about it, because it seems like you're insecure about being jobless. Yeah. So to me, you're the problem. You are a turnoff because you're not wanting to get a job. And like I said, you can get a job. It's not that hard. Again, a lot of people might say, oh, it's so hard to get a job these days, like you, and the market is not. Baby, I see hiring signs a lot all over the place, and I don't know. I feel like you can find a job. Like I said, it might not be the job that you want right now, but it's something. And you are turning me off, so that is a turn off. Also, if you're unemployed and jobless, DM me. I love a guy that's unemployed. I mean, that means he has more time for me. So I don't know about you, but yeah. Okay, let's do a fast one, okay? So this one is by PVS Neto 006. Why are guys like that? That's the title. I've been talking to this guy. He has shown interest. We scheduled a date and all, but he doesn't text me. So how did you schedule a date? Okay. And he also only texts me back when he feels like it. Yeah, that's called normal. It really confuses me. Is he playing hard to get? Because I know he ain't that busy. How do you know? How do you know he's not that busy? Like, how? Should I just not insist? Ah! That was written in there. It's not just me. This is not the first time it happened. And with the other guys, I decided to just stop texting and let it die out. But I really like this guy so far. Only there is the problem that freaks me out. I say if you really, really do like him, just give him a chance. If he's still texting you but takes a long time, wait, what did you say? But he doesn't text you at all? Then yeah, that's a problem. I would say just cut it off. I at least give people grace. Like if they text me in a couple hours, that's fine. I get that people are busy. It's fine. But if he doesn't text you at all, that's a chop. That's a chop fest right there. Like you need to run and lose his phone number. Don't talk to him. And yeah, like don't. It's not going to work out because that's going to go into your relationship. You're not going to be able to reach him and you're going to have issues with that. And so just don't even start. It's a mess. So that's it. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me for another episode of Vibrationss. I hope you feel the vibrations that I'm feeling, positive, because I'm always positive with all these people that send in their questions. They don't really send them, but they put them out there for us to read, us nosy people. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a like or subscribe. And again, listen to my single Exorcismo out now. And if you want to hear my thoughts on Drag Race related things, I have those videos on my shorts and also on my Instagram. I post more stuff there. So go follow me there if you want. And my TikTok. And what else do I have? Oh, I'm thinking of starting another podcast. Well, not starting another podcast, but I think I'm going to start recapping La Más Draga season 7. So stay tuned for that. And that is it. I'll see you guys in another episode. I love you so much. And yeah, happy Halloween.